What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. Now, honey, I am here with a Love and Marriage Huntsville Extra, honey. We're going to talk about Miss Destiny Payton today because I saw something that she did on her channel. She did, somewhat of a review of the show and, what's going on with her. We know that, recently she had been arrested. And the last time I talked to you all, I said I just don't trust Destiny because I'm here to tell you something, right? When you really are a true victim of something, I just feel like you would move differently. Okay? You would move differently. This situation with ALLERGIC, having her arrested. Now, this last time, we don't know if this was ALLERGIC. This could be, I heard, like a whole nother situation. She's very tight-lipped about it. But what I picked up on from her podcast is, I don't know, I feel like she's playing with the public and the perception of her character. And I said that to say this, because if you would, you could, and if you could, you should. And what I mean by that is she kept saying, oh, I could tell the police stuff about LB. I could go to them with this, and I have so much of this and that, and let's just say allegedly like proof that, he's been disrespectful to her, but it's that little boy. And by little boy, I mean her son-in-law. It's that little boy, and I just think about him and where would he be? And I just want to make this situation better. No, ma'am. I call BS. You guys. I have been through some of what Destiny has experienced, not with all the arrest stuff, because I mind my business, right? But when it comes to a toxic ex, a toxic obsessive ex, and you are trying to convince the public that this man has had you in situations of DV, right? We'll just say that, right? I don't know. Like I said, I felt like if that was really the case, I felt like she should have came out sooner. The fact that, I'm not going to fight back and I'm going to be the bigger person and, excuse me, you're going to be the bigger person. Why are you going to be the bigger person with somebody that is having you arrested? And please take your son out of it. This is somebody that keeps making you look like a fool. Whether you're on the show, you're tight-lipped, you can't really share your life. That's because of him, right? Your divorce decree and all of that, and you can't share certain stuff, and and then she slipped up, right? She slipped up on her podcast and said, when it came to Sonny and Moses, I was tight-lipped about a lot of stuff. Now, are you a tight-lipped person, or you can't legally talk about certain things? Like, which one is it? And I said that, you guys, because I feel like Destiny is a master manipulator. Okay, I really wholeheartedly believe that, because she will get you, right, with her trauma stories, about, her growing up in foster care and being a daddy's girl, and, her mother having all these issues. I notice when it's time to talk about the present, Destiny will go right back to her past. That way you could start feeling sorry for her. And then she claims, she is doing all this therapy, trauma-based therapy at that. And it's like, why isn't things changing though with you? Why don't we ever hear you admit that you were wrong? And my whole thing is this, because she kept making it look like, yeah, it's easy to go get a warrant on people. For some reason, I don't believe that. I feel like they have to have something on you. And you are going to jail and you getting right out, right? Because I think the last time her bail was like $5,000, and that's what they said. She was able to get out. Let's just say allegedly, even though, honey, that's that's what I seen, honey. But I don't really know, the total ins and outs of the situation. I just know enough, you guys, to where I call BS. I call BS. I can't believe her. I feel like she has some type of like victim syndrome. Like, I want you to feel sorry for me and woe is me. And I just have it so bad. And, my ex is really trying to destroy me. That's the narrative, right? That's the narrative, but your actions and the way you have moved, it doesn't really seem like we can believe that, because if somebody is violent with you, like, go to the police, go file a police report, go and put it out there. Don't do well, that's my child's father. When I tell y'all, these niggas don't give a damn about what they put you through. They're not sitting there like, that's my child's mother. Look at Diddy. That's my child's mother. You think he was thinking about Kim Porter, Cassie, all the other people he, then had relationships with? So he's a prime example of how these niggas, they're not thinking about you and how to make life easier for you. Martell, Melody, hello. That's why when I had heard Melody say what she said on Carlos's podcast, I said, no, ma'am. You are to, don't do that's my child's father. You are to protect yourself. Men and the public and just people in general, they love doing this for the kids and put your feelings to the side for the kids. And it's all about the kids and the kids. And there are certain circumstances and situations where children should be put first. Okay, I'm not negating that. But when it comes to your safety, you have to prioritize you. We only get one of you. And if somebody is trying to take your life, or, they're doing all this malicious stuff to you to cause you trauma, pain, conflict, they're messing with your mental health, because you guys, after you go through that with an ex or whoever, it really can break you down and put you in lowest terms. Everybody is not so resilient, so like I said, it's just like, I don't know. I wanted to believe Destiny. I really did, but I just don't believe anything that she says. I want to see what some people think about this. Oh, really quickly, she got to talking about the whole Martell. Well, she didn't mention Martell. The person on her show said, well, did you see the scene with Martell and Miss Marlene? Don't talk about my boy. That's a good man. Y'all love that Miss Marlene impression, child. She is a fool, a whole fool, a fool of a mess, honey, okay? But yeah, Destiny got to saying, oh, well, I didn't see that scene with him and his mother. Isn't that convenient, right? You didn't see her enabling her son. And you went through what you went through with La Chick-fil-A, with La Thanksgiving dinner, as far as he wouldn't leave and cleave his damn family. What do you think Melody went through with Martell and this whole thing with Miss Marlene? Because she just really enables his bad behavior. Like, she downplayed the whole situation with him and Melody. All of this for some text messages. Just some text messages. Like, she made it be about text messages, but not about the threats that her son sent to Melody. And I wonder how she feel about him, being convicted. Okay? But yeah, I was just like, ooh, Destiny. And I get Destiny was probably trying to be neutral and, trying to stay out of Martell and Melody's situation, because she did say, it's a situation where she can't win. People will accuse her of always talking about Melody and being Team Martell, and then that'll be another thing. I get that, right? I get that, but you know that man was wrong. Okay, and I don't believe you didn't see that damn scene. You just didn't want to talk about it. Okay, because it probably reminded you of LaBarbecue and his family. Remember, she was talking all that he didn't leave in Cleve mess. But yeah, all throughout the podcast, she had calls interrupting the people in the chat. They kept telling her, girl, put it on Do Not Disturb, okay? Put it on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, Destiny is a victim. This whole situation with Moses and Sonny, it's bad. I told y'all I still feel like Sonny is wrong, but I don't know. I still feel like Destiny loves using things to make herself this poor perpetual victim. Because even with the Sonny situation, she was like, yeah, I didn't tell her a lot of stuff about him. I was tight-lipped. And okay, so are you tight-lipped, or you can't? I'm trying to follow the lie, right? Are you tight-lipped, or you can't share everything? Did he tell you to sign an NDA? Like, why? You couldn't talk about LaBarbecue. You can't talk about Moses. What the hell can you talk about? This is why they let that ass go. Okay, this is why she denied that. But I think, I don't know. We heard Carlos speak out and say, oh, well, you can't be on Instagram. Because remember, she was showing most of her real life with Moses on Instagram and not showing it. She was doing a Robin Dixon, if you will. And Robin is a whole fool of a mess. Ain't got no damn job no more because of some raggedy ass nigga. That's what Robin is, the walking definition of what happens to you when you let the wrong nigga get control over your life, and he keep embarrassing you. Shit. But yeah, Destiny is just, she's just something else. She's something else. She likes to strategically place her past into stuff. That way you could feel sorry for her and her upbringing, and you could go down that rabbit hole, right? And not get to the truth of the situation. I'm very interested in how this reunion is going to play out with her, Moses, and Sonny, because I feel like there's going to be more information revealed at the reunion, right? Destiny mentioned that she actually filmed last season multiple times, but it didn't air. She feels like Sonny and Moses both had to come back to Huntsville. They had to come to where she's at. She's on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And she's the star, and they trying to get in where they fit in with her. Now, I do believe, some of that, right? And it looked like Sonny is working on like another show, another reality show or something. Like she's doing like her own thing outside of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So that's interesting. I said, yeah, you was looking for that clout, honey. Okay. Destiny said she never seek to have a conversation with either one of them. So we're going to see her talking to them. I didn't understand that because to me, there's nothing more to say. You've known this man for a substantial amount of time. He didn't think enough of you to, have a boundary with somebody you used to be cool with, or, And Sonny didn't see you as a friend. So that's the benefit of the doubt that some of the audience has given Sonny, because we do see how Destiny moves. She moves in an opportunistic way. She's definitely, and I told you guys this a while ago, she's definitely like a social climber, right? But yeah, Destiny got to saying, she has to eat a lot of stuff, when it comes to the barbecue, and it's not fair. And, it's not fair that she gets seen as the unstable one, and, she's always being arrested. But like I said to you guys, this does not sound right, because if you really love your son, right, you go get sick of all of this. And you're not going to give a damn about who his father is to you. You're going to think, in an emergency mode of, I'm sick of this happening and it's time for me to lay all my cards out. And I would have been laid my cards out. But I'm not buying that. I feel like she uses her son as a shield. I even watched her in an interview. I think it was the interview she even did with AL some time ago. And she was, I don't know, if I'm doing an interview, my child is not going to be interrupting the interview. I don't give a damn how old they are. But yeah, allowing the boy to pull on her hair, damn wig almost came off, or ponytail, whatever she had in. He was just pulling her hair. And I get, kids want attention, but you signed up to do the interview. And I thought it was very rude. It reminded me of, how you go to the hood to go get your hair done and you don't want to go, but you go and get your hair done because of the price, right? And it's always by some ghetto ass girl with 5-6 kids, 5-6 baby daddies. They all running around. The bitch take all day to do your damn hair. Like when the bitch take a break, she go get something to eat. She go to her mama house. She go do all this shiggity but your damn hair. And you sitting up there looking like, what, bam, bitches, you go finish or what? Listen, I didn't come here to watch a reality show of your damn life of you doing everything but my damn hair. And ask me how I know, honey, because I done been in this situation several times, okay, with these heifers. And I just try not to go, to them girls, honey. No more. Okay, that's what I try to do, honey. But yeah, it just... And then the fact that, you keep allowing all of these disruptions and, you're off screen, then you're back on screen. And girl, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Destiny mentioned she had to send letters to the commissioner to let them know she had been arrested. That way, she can maintain her real estate license. Like the fact that you have to contact all these other people. This is outside of, the trauma-based therapy, right? That takes a toll. That's a whole nother job, right? Like dealing with the legal system, and you're in therapy, you're a mom, you're on this show, all of that is work. That is a lot. That can mess up your mental health. So if you have all of this against the barbecue, the way that you claim that you do, you have all this evidence of what he done said and did, and he was inappropriate and he was disrespectful, at different times in your co-parenting relationship and even in your relationship. Like, why wouldn't you release that stuff? Why wouldn't you? Well, I'm hoping we'll get to a better place. I'm not trying to get to a better place with a mofo that's trying to have me arrested. Seriously. And I know some people will say, oh, you gotta have a forgiving heart. I don't have to forgive shit. Like, y'all have to know when to be done with stuff. So what I'm saying, guys, is there's something not right about this. She's not telling the whole truth about this. she is not admitting to being guilty of the stuff she's being accused of either. But she definitely, like I said, has this cycle of playing the victim, wanting you to feel sorry for her, and she's good at it. I'll give it to her, because I almost fell into her traps a few times until I began to peep the damn game. Okay? So this last time she was arrested, she talked about being at her son's doctor's appointment, and somebody let the police know that that's where she would be at. And so, she wanted to be arrested discreetly. She didn't want it, to take place in front of her son. And I understand all of that. As a parent, you don't want your child to see you in that type of predicament, right? Totally get it, totally understand it. But it's like, I want more, information. So I don't know if she can really expound on that. It is a legal situation, but, she just keeps saying, yeah, people keep trying to have me arrested and everything is dismissed. And it's like, why would they keep just out the blue arresting you? I'd never heard of this before. So let's see what some people think about this. One person says, this woman lies so much. Why would a whole SWAT team be after you if you didn't do anything? Another person says 10 signs of a pathological liar: compulsive fabrication, 2, lack of remorse or guilt, 3, seeking sympathy through lies, 4, defensive mechanisms when confronted. Oh, and speaking of which, some of this reminds me of Portia. She out here trying to dog out Simon, talking about, Simon has accused her of, not allowing his children to stay in the marital home. And then I'm hearing that, she can't really film for the Real Housewives of Atlanta in the marital home. And I'm like, girl, just take the damn L. Just go and get into your old house. You was a fool of a mess to, move in and marry this man, while he's, divorcing his ex-wife. You got with him, while he's going through a divorce. So you say, but honey, Fallon told the people, honey, you was messing with the man while she was still married. And I never checked this part, but Fallon had said, yeah, I was happy in my marriage. Girl, that wasn't a happy marriage. You were with a narcissist, and that's it on that. But yeah, something with Destiny kind of reminds me of like Portia, like playing with the public sympathy. You know how a lot of us, we like Portia. Portia was a fun girl, but, definitely a little special, right? Just immature, right? And we thought that Portia had grew out of that, but nope, she just got even more scandalous, honey. Even more scandalous. And I feel like that. And it's funny because I just saw the little video of her and Destiny together. I was like, birds of a feather. What I tell y'all? You got that stupid ass Yandy over there with men feces, his ass, talking about if she would have went to jail, he wouldn't have stood by her. I said, shit, you should have got rid of his ass as soon as he said that. Matter of fact, he was a damn fool. You should have been done with the relationship once he went and served time. Because a lot of times these niggas is not willing to sacrifice their lives for you the way you have did for them. Do you notice that with all of these women? Portia, Destiny, Yandy, it's like, she's hanging with the right women. But yeah, this girl is a social climber. That's why she was over there with Martell and Sheree. But I have, went off on a tangent, honey, so I am back. Defense mechanisms when confronted. 5, the complexity of their story. 6, pointless lies with no apparent benefits. 7, a long-standing history of lying. 8, lies used for manipulation. 9, underlying self-esteem issues. 10, contradictions and inconsistencies emerge. Oh, and with Portia, yeah, she was aware of Simon's issues. So yeah, Portia claps back at Simon. Okay. We gonna get right back to Destiny, honey, but I wanted to make this point. She now is saying, Simon, don't forget, and a debt-free husband. He had commented on Shamia's post, congratulating her for having a Rolls Royce, and I guess he had bought Portia one, and some of the people were saying that he's gonna take that back, and so Portia ended up saying yes, and a husband who is a U.S. citizen, a husband, girl. He was somebody else's husband at first. Okay? I want you guys to pay attention to all of this, all of these people that have set up here and saw how other people were treated before them. This woman knew what Fallon went through with that man and still decided to get with him, sleep with him, marry him. Now you're not a U.S. citizen, and we watched you travel all out the country with the man. You was over there with him, okay? And I do not believe she's happy for Shamia. She a jealous ass witch. Remember, she didn't even want to go to Shamia's wedding. Okay, but Portia was showing off her Rolls Royce. Okay? She had to show the people she still had it. And Simon, his ass, talking about how his children are homeless. Go buy another property, nigga. You claim you got all that money. Okay? You got all that damn money. But yeah, I'm just sitting up here looking at all these people that be wanting us to feel so sorry. Portia, you better not come back. You better not come back on some, we gonna feel sorry for you and you had to divorce this man out the blue and you the victim. Boo-boo. Oatmeal pie face. Girl. The girls, and I hear that Fallon's cousin is going to be on the show, so hopefully she deserves a good dragging. That's why you didn't bring your ass right back to the show, because you knew the girls was going to get on your ass. You knew Kenya was coming, okay? And I see Kenya trying to defend her. I hope that's just for now, because Kenya, I want you or whoever on the show to get on this girl for what she did, because what you did, Portia, it was horrible. And then, did y'all see the little clip where she going back and forth with people and somebody accused her of trying to steal somebody's husband? And she was like, well, I can steal your husband. I guess the person said, whose husband is Portia gonna steal next? And she was like, yours. Portia, I know you clapping back and I know, you sick of the people dragging you, but you just go have to eat crow for a while. You go have to, and do not admit to stealing nobody's husband. It's not cute. I saw a lot of people getting their rocks off with that. I didn't think it was funny. I do not think that you should be proud to be the woman that you are. And if you had the right type of mother, she would check your ass. And I didn't see Portia over there singing damn Kirk Franklin. Okay, I know the Kirk Franklin Revolution CD when I hear it. Her and Shamia talking about there's something about the name Jesus. Where was Jesus at when you was screwing that lady husband? Where was he at, heifer? Okay, you wasn't over there singing that. You was smiling with all them 500 teeth that you got. You was over there grinning like a damn Cheshire cat. Okay, so it was all good. Y'all see how the devil, honey, like to play in our face and then start talking about God, just like Diddy with that fake ass apology. Start talking about God and man, I was real messed up then. That was wrong. I don't expect for nobody to forgive me. I've entered therapy and that was so wrong. Why you didn't come forward and admit what you did, nigga? You only talking like that because you got caught. And Portia, you only acting like this because you thought that you was going to live happily ever after with somebody else's husband. Okay? You don't feel no remorse. See, talking like that, like I said, you guys, and I know she was clapping back at somebody, but you want to be careful of that. Okay, what your ass need to do is you need to be representing Hosea Feed the Homeless and the Hungry or whatever the hell you got going over there. Like, girl, you were given some family legacy. Like, you don't need these raggedy ass men. When you go learn, Portia, you are enough. Okay, let's get back to Destiny ass, her lying ass. Just be lying. Honey, I had to get that in there on Portia. And because, honey, I had a few things to say. But yeah, I just can't believe these people. Okay? And then you had Diddy out here hanging with TD Jakes. Now TD Jakes trying to separate himself. I said, And I used to be a fan of TD Jakes, but yeah, like, y'all get out of here. Y'all knew that these people was abusive. I done heard the Breakfast Club, not the Breakfast Club, the Breakfast Club, Envy and them, Charlamagne. Now they trying to get at Diddy and he's so wrong. These the same people that said that, we'll just say allegedly, honey, just to cover my ass, child. But these same people was trying to allude to, well, maybe Cassie wanted money and it's such a long time ago. Why is everybody speaking out now? And yeah, honey, a whole mess, a whole fool of a mess. But let's get back to Destiny and how don't nobody believe a damn thing that she says. Don't nobody believe Destiny at all. You got people, they just feel like she just lies so much. Yeah, so let me go back to what I was reading. Pointless lies with no apparent benefits. A long-standing history of lying. This is what they're saying about Destiny. Lies. Once again, using lies, child. Used for manipulation, underlying self-esteem issues, contradictions, and inconsistencies emerge. Wow. Another person says she was so traumatized that she went to Atlanta to hang out with celebs. Stop victimizing people and the SWAT team will stop traumatizing you. Yeah, see, that was my whole thing. Why do we see you with Portia and Yandy if you such this victim and, you're so traumatized about being arrested in front of your son? And then was LaBarbecue at the damn appointment? I don't think he was, because she said she had to make a call, and it looked like you would have made a call for somebody to come pick your son up, right? So, yeah, it's just crazy. That silly rabbit really thinks she is going to commit crimes and not be held accountable. Ugh. So, another person says if this did happen, it was probably one or two officers. Another person says ain't no damn SWAT team met her for no damn arrest. You see, she said it looked like a SWAT team. Lies, lies, and more lies. Another person says it's giving scammer alert. And another person says she knew and she's implying somebody said you would be here at this appointment. Okay, guess liar is trying to say it was her ex-husband. That's my whole thing, because I noticed she didn't mention like his name and it was him that did it, this last time. But that would make you, who else would know that she was at a doctor's appointment? LaBarbecue, because it's their child. He would know that an appointment was made at this time, at this date, at the doctor's office. But when she said the story, it sounded as if he was there. But then I'm even more confused because she said she had to make a call. She never said who she was calling, but I assume because she was being arrested on the spot and didn't know, maybe she was calling for somebody to come and get her son. I'm confused. I am confused. See, these people are just like Miss Robinson. They are peeping game too. Another person says, Destiny is a great manipulator. She really is. She really is. Not that great though, because you keep getting arrested. I mean, I'm just saying. Much like her BFF, Ice Cream Boy, I do not believe anything she says because she willfully omits vital details when recalling the chain of events regarding her experiences. Yeah, it's... Another person says, Destiny is America's most wanted. Another person says she thought she had gotten away with using LeBaric's name for that bill since it was thrown out in October, but his lawyer changed the charges, and now she will be responsible for it. It was crazy that they were waiting for her at the appointment, but I guess LB had to do what he needed to do to make sure she was served. So I believe it was one of you all said LB had nothing to do with it, and allegedly, she had scammed somebody else. So this is kind of looking more like LB to me, because it's just like, who else would know that you were at the doctor's appointment? And then my thing is, when people are telling the truth, they tell the flat out truth. With Destiny, it's always, I can't really say this, or I was tight-lipped. Why the hell are you on a reality show tight-lipped about your damn romantic life? Because you want to choose when you lie and choose when you tell the truth. Okay? So, child, make it make sense. So, I guess LB had to do what he needed to do to make sure she, Destiny, was served, especially if he doesn't know her address. So he don't know her house that she lived in. And I was watching her on one of her little shows, right, on her YouTube channel, and she was saying something about, I sold my last house. And I was looking around like, the fuck is this bitch talking about? You sold the last house. Didn't he put her out that house, you guys? I said, is she not? Get in my comments. Y'all tell me what happened with that last house. I don't think she sold it. But she was sitting up here talking to this lady and trying to make it look like, she sold the last house. She ain't had no rights to that house. We all saw, I showed you guys the pictures of the house, and LB wanted to show the house, right? And he had let her stay in there for more than a year, right? And then he wanted her to get her ass up out that house. So when I tell you she is Martell's friend, she is like a really Martell's friend. Really. Because the way they just be sitting up here lying. But yeah, y'all get in my comments, because I really kind of forgot all the ins and outs. But I do remember LaBarbecue was on that ass. He was on that ass like, bitch, you get up out that house today. Yes, you is. Okay? But yeah, she said it all matter-of-factly, and I was like, now mind you, what if I didn't have information on the situation? I would have just believed Destiny. She sold her last house. I'm looking like, that ain't what happened. What? So, and then I'm going to say this. So the lady that she was doing her show with, I love the lady's braids, right? They were cute. But I didn't like what the lady was saying about Carlos. She was trying to throw Carlos under the bus. And why is Carlos all up and through the episodes? And, it reminds you of what Suge Knight said about Diddy. If you don't want a producer all in the videos, come to Death Row, okay? But, yeah, she was, trying to allude to, Carlos is acting like Diddy, he's, why is his podcast on the show? This is the thing, right? And I'm going to say this, whether you like Carlos or not, that's his show. When these white people have control and power over their shows, They may, and some people will say, well, no, we never seen really Andy Cohen. Andy be checked out at them damn reunions. He probably ain't watching them damn shows like that. To me, he used to be a better host. Now it's like, is it lunchtime? That's how Andy be doing his damn job. So I'm not the biggest fan of him. But people was comparing Carlos to Andy. Listen, Carlos can be all up and through his shows. Like I said, when a lot of white people, they have power, they run their shows and do their shows how they want to do them. So let that black man do what he doing. Okay, there are some things that you could question Carlos about. I just don't feel like that's the bigger issue. We really need to get on the safety of the damn show and why are certain people still on the show that are not safe, right? Okay, that's what we could have a conversation about. But him having his podcast, I felt like it was brilliant. I felt like it fit into the show. Destiny was careful because she was like, girl, that's my check. I was like, yeah, you don't want to get your ass asked out of a job and you back on the street selling them damn lottery tickets. Okay, and let me get 756 box and straight. Destiny, listen, okay, let me get that. But she ain't said nothing about them damn lottery tickets. Why ain't nobody asking her about that little stint? But yeah, and then you claiming all this stuff with LB and whoever this new person is, right? Because I don't know if this last situation is directly like a LB situation, but it sounds like it, right? Like, why you not fighting this, sis? Why you not fighting this? Why you trying to do I'm just trying to be the bigger... If a mofo keep getting me arrested, it's lights out. It's lights out. I'm going in like Ice Cube. No Vaseline, honey, okay? No Vaseline, honey. Listen. So I just, I don't trust her. Don't believe her. I don't do the ghetto. Okay, I really don't do it. Another person says the professional victim says, thank God I was in Madison County because she would have been unalive for grabbing her door because they are trained. Girls, sit down. Yeah, that's another point to, and I know that those type of situations are serious, you guys. I'm not here to make light of that, but I want you to pay attention to somebody that keeps on throwing monkey wrenches, and they want you to now go on this whole diatribe about that and how you were arrested. And, we're so glad that you made it out of the arrest, and now we're going to go through that whole diatribe instead of trying to get some information about why your ass was picked up in the first place. Like, listen, just speak plainly to the people, honey. So another person, so you're in the lobby at the pediatrician with your baby, then you're looking for your baby. Now you at the car door trying to use the phone with a SWAT team. You outside, but your baby inside. Somebody told them where she would be. Child, get your life. The dumb victim. So did the baby leave the doctor's office with his dad? It's crazy to watch these people commit crimes, and when it's time to go to jail, they don't know anything, and it's somebody else's fault. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Now the person says, this is a serious crime. If someone ratted her out, they only did that for the reward. It's just, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Now the person says, allegedly, it might have been her ex. He stated before that she used his name for something. She must have forgotten about karma. Now she said all up and through this interview that was, that was dismissed. She said people are loud about her arrest, but they're quiet about her dismissals. But my thing is, I still have a question mark. I have many question marks. Like, why does this keep happening? And this whole thing of my son, and, I'm trying to protect his dad. I'm not here to buy that, you guys. Are you guys buying that? I'm not here to buy that. I'm not buying it. Child, you got people defending Martell in the comments. I do not believe Martell was treated fairly. Both are guilty. Martell could have pressed charges against his ex-wife for destroying his house with lighter fluid and threatening him with a bat. Why didn't he call the police and file a report? Because he knows he is the villain in that situation. Okay, and he only released that video to the public to be vindictive and to be manipulative and to make Melody look bad. He's not going to tell you the part where he stole thousands of dollars from her. He's not going to tell you that part. Okay, but yeah, a person that's a true victim would have called the police and filed a report. That's what you do when you are the true victim. Okay? And you're not going to hear about this years later. We would have been seeing this. So, yeah, he was recording her. He was doing what AL is over there doing on his channel, recording people, and then he waiting on Mad Day when y'all fall out or you do something to him that he don't like, right? And then there it is. There it is. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.